What? Hello, YouTube, and my glorious friends, and welcome to another Yu-Gi-Oh! Talk video. Hopefully this will not be as long as the last one, considering I don't have a lot really to talk about this time. And I'm sorry for the late video. I was supposed to have one up by Friday, but yeah, being kidnapped by a nine-tailed fox and being drugged off to a birthday party to play Phasmophobia was more important on my list than making a video. So, here we are. Now, if you can see on the screen, you realize what we're talking about today. And no, I'm not going to go through the entirety of the archetype because we'll be here all day and I don't have the editing skills to deal with that. But instead, we're just going to basically talk about neat trivia about one of the most iconic boss monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! And with that, let's get started. Of course, we're talking about Blue Eyes White Dragon, and this is its card appearance in the manga. Now, even in the manga panel, as you can see, it is not a white dragon, it is blue, and we'll get to the reason of that in a moment. But Blue Eyes White Dragon just so happens to be one of the most strongest normal monsters, meaning they have no effects, and they just are beat sticks in the game, being both level 8 and 3000 attack, which is the cap for most rivals in the show. Which, ironic fun fact, apparently, now take this, I haven't got real proof about it on hand or in my memory, Blue Eyes White Dragon was originally supposed to be the Pharaoh's Ace monster, but then they switched it over to Dark Magician, which is still kind of weird because Summoned Skull, in terms of the gameplay, is a lot better as an Ace monster, considering it requires 1 tribute with the same attack as Dark Magician, and Dark Magician requires 2 tributes. But anywho, so this is how Takahashi drew him in the manga. Now, of course, we're not going to go with just manga panels on this. We are going to look at its actual artwork. And this is how it was first printed in the game, besides one other artwork, which we'll look at in a minute. And basically, this is me just going through all the artworks and talking about them and how I like them or dislike them. Now, even then, this does not look like a white dragon. It looks like a Blue Eyes sort of blue dragon. And that is because one of Takahashi's inspirations from Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is kind of similar to Magic, was the big role-playing game that came out in the 70s, D&D. And one of the 2 most prominent gods / dragons in that entire series was a platinum dragon named Bahamut and a 5-headed dragon known as Tiamat. Ironically, they're both names for actual gods in mythology, but I'm not going to dwell on that because I'll be here all day and then I'll start talking about Mama Tiamat from FGO. So, to give you an example, if you're wondering, yeah, these scales look kind of familiar, well, that's because it looks like this guy. Now, this is the dragon god Bahamut and the father of all metallic dragons. Now, in D&D, the metallic dragons are essentially the good dragons, and they represent everything godly, good, and whatever. Its rival, / supposed to be mate, but because they're both, like, exact opposites of each other, they hate each other to death, is his sister, Tiamat. Holy crap, I didn't know I could do that. That worked out perfectly. And if you're wondering, wait, Tiamat looks kind of familiar. That's because it looks like this. The fusion monster card, 5-headed dragon. Now, 5-headed dragon, like Blue Eyes, just so happens to be like the peak limit of how much attack a monster can have, while Blue Eyes being the strongest normal monster in existence. In terms of attack, Tiamat is the strongest dragon fusion, only matched by other fusion monsters, but also, ironically, cannot be destroyed by battle except by a light monster. This cap being like 5,000, and 5,000 is the printed cap of all monsters in the game. So again, Takahashi being inspired by this, just, as a fun fact, that's why, Blue Eyes White Dragon isn't white. He's not even technically Blue, he's actually a Blue Eyes Platinum Dragon. Now moving on, the second artwork of Blue Eyes to come out of the set, which by the way, yeah, I give this a 10 out of 10 just for being iconic and the first artwork of the card. We move on to this artwork, which was surprisingly probably one of the most desired cards on the playground at the time when the set came out, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Started becoming a thing. And I love this artwork. I have like 2 copies of this exact artwork in my binder. It's just great. It looks beautiful. I mean, I don't really like the background, but the pose of Blue Eyes in this artwork is just amazing. And you can actually tell that he has eyes and not sunken in sockets like the original. I will give this, of course, a 10 out of 10. Now, the next 2 artworks are basically the same, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, they are rated very poorly in my opinion. So you would think that the original artwork for Blue Eyes White Dragon was the most printed. It'll be this artwork. Starting in Legendary Collections 1, for some awful reason, they decide to print this art. Now, not only am I kind of going to rag about it for like a couple minutes because I've seen this artwork so many fucking times, I'm dull with it. I really don't like this. The eyes look not like Blue Eyes, but too realistic. It looks like they took the anime panel and tried to draw it by memory. And if this was Takahashi's art, I'm sorry, 9 times out of 10, I will be honest. I'm not going to sit there and hold his art esteem when it's shit. I don't like this artwork, and not even when it's about to attack you and it is above the world. It doesn't look good at all. The shadows just look weird. I'm tired of the Egyptian theme in the background with this damn thing all the time. And it's not only this. I hate the fucking Dark Magician card that has the same background to it. It's just been printed so many times. I don't like it. I would like for them to do something different. Every time I seen this when I was actively playing Yu-Gi-Oh! During that time period of Legendary Collections 1 to Kaiba and all that shit, I just loved a better artwork. But instead they keep on printing this one out. The next set of artwork is this one, which this was drawn by Takahashi, as you see his signature on the right-hand corner here. And like most of his artworks that he did sign off of, this is fucking amazing. We'll never see it in Master Duel, but I just love it. Blue Eyes looks a lot better. You can clearly see he's a platinum dragon versus being blue. Well, I mean, they tried to go with platinum, but the blue background doesn't help. And him on top of the church looks majestic. It's just amazing how Takahashi did this artwork. And I love the moon in the background. It is great. It emphasizes Takahashi's still willing to do artwork for this card game, even in this late stage of the game, and shows pretty much why he invented this game. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just rambling on, trying to fill out time here. Next would be this artwork, which was a Sherman Jump program, which was also drawn by Takahashi. This almost looks like fucking Galaxy Eyes. I don't like it as much as this one. But all in all, the Galaxy background, this would work perfect for Galaxy Eyes, and flying through space is really cool too. I just wish you could see the dragon more, but it's more blending into the background at this point, and it kind of isn't best. I'll give it like a 5 out of 10. And next is this artwork, also drawn by Takahashi, and it is Kaiba summoning Blue Eyes, and it's not as bad as this, but it's on the lower end of the aspect, just because I don't like Kaiba being there. No offense to Kaiba, I just don't like him being on the card. I don't like any anime characters being on the card. And finally, when Dark Side of Dimensions came out, we got a new artwork of Blue Eyes. And that would be this one. And holy fuck, I love this art. There's no way around it. It looks a little bit white, which actually fits his name, but it still has that pearlescent platinum color, and you can actually see its eyes. The pose, the wings, is just freaking amazing, and it also makes me want that freaking model kit that came out a while ago that I didn't pick up from Bandai. They also did a Exodia now. Anywho, Reason why I decided this, and this is going to be a way shorter video than the fucking, the Zark video, is, you know, again, I would just like to sit here and talk about random stuff. And this is one of those things I'd like to talk about. Hopefully my next video will be a lot longer than this one, and I can find something substantial to talk about instead of going, yeah, I like this art because of this, I like this art because of that, I like this art because of this, I like this art because of that. But, you know, I still think I did like a decent video of, here, some trivia facts about Blue Eyes you didn't know about. And I hope to catch you guys next time. I do have a Twitch channel, and I've been streaming Armor Core as much as I can. I haven't been streaming as much as I'm supposed to. And I do stream Phasmophobia with another VTuber friend of mine named Nanarama. I just call her Nana. I can never pronounce her actual VTuber name. And if you're interested in that, I was just going over there. We're almost at 100 followers over there on Twitch. And if I get to 100 followers, I would do a drunk stream, karaoke stream. Also, my older video for Yu-Gi-Oh! Going Through Time has been getting a lot of traction, and I'm probably going to have to do an update to that video, because apparently people did not understand how the duel ended, and I don't think I did it justice, but I did at least explain how the duel ended. So, I will probably do a video on that at some point, and I hope to catch you next time. Ciao! If you liked the video, please like and please hit subscribe. We're almost at 500 here on YouTube.